Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Post Podcast. With me, as always, is my gold putting co-host, Chris Ronan.
What's up, everyone? How we doing today?
Good. It's going to be a weird episode. You're going to be the one talking this entire time.
I'm in charge now.
Yep. He's finally in charge. 38 episodes
Hoopa
later,
drives
and he's
the
finally
boat.
chopped. Yep. This guy right here. He's the one in charge tonight. You get to see me get up, just leave.
Take a piss.
Just take a piss, leave for 10 minutes at a time, and, just enjoy it. Just enjoy Chris's face tonight. That's it.
While we're here, I'd like to inform the listeners that I am going to have one beer tonight, which means I will have to take 2 shots.
Per last episode.
Yeah, but I did do very well in not drinking this week. I had a beer Saturday, which didn't really count to me because I was drinking Friday night anyways.
Doesn't count.
And then one of my accounts asked me to have a beer with them for in honor of the wedding that
Right.
just had. So
Right.
I
Those
was like, I think I
don't
did all right.
count. Those
Yeah.
don't count.
So I've been holding out pretty well. So a little Truly Mango Lemonade for
Right.
today.
He's doing really well. No judgment over here. You're doing really well. But yeah, the weekends for me is when I drink now because I got to be up at 4 a.m. every morning. So it's just like I can't drink throughout the week. So
Yeah, fuck that.
so
How's your Guinness?
Dude, this Guinness is bomb. I haven't had Guinness in forever because I like it on tap. And now with COVID and shit, everything's closed down. I haven't really gone to a bar in
Well,
forever.
they're all open. You just haven't gotten out there, right? You just don't want to get out there.
Yeah, I just don't really want to go to
Yeah,
a bar.
that's fair. I
whatever.
understand.
But this is bomb. Do you want to explain to them the what?
Yeah. So it's a nitrogen ball that's inside of the Guinness cans. Anyone that hasn't had a Guinness in a can, it's called Guinness Pub Draft because it pours like a draft beer. There's a little nitrogen ball in there that when you crack the seal, the oxygen activates it and it pours like a draft beer. And as you know with Guinness, it settles like this, so it looks like you poured it right out of the draft. And
So
it tastes
good.
like it too, right?
So good. I'm not a beer guy. Even before this, I wasn't a beer guy. But Guinness, I think Guinness was one of the only. Maybe there might have been another one, but I feel like Guinness was definitely one of the only beers that I liked, but it only had to be on tap. And when I looked at the can, I was like, no, it's I think last time I had it on the can, it must have been the one without the nitrous one, and it wasn't good. So that's why I just preferred tap. But now that this can that you gave me had it, oh my god, this is so good.
Yeah, I don't think the bottles have it. They might, but I'm pretty sure it's just the cans.
Yeah, oof, worth it.
Yeah, honestly, I think Guinness is it's obviously an acquired taste for new drinkers, but I think it's honestly the best all-around beer
It's heavy.
ever made.
It's heavy.
It's light.
You think so?
Yeah, it
I
tastes
think
it tastes dark, but you have one and you're not
I don't know, man. I feel like after one, you're like, okay, I just
it's only,
had dinner.
it's only I think 102 calories, which is only 6 more than a light beer.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
That
know
was their big marketing campaign last summer, I believe. It was dark but not heavy was the main slogan of it.
Interesting. What's something new today?
But I would not drink Guinness on a beach in the summertime.
No, fuck no.
No.
This isn't
There's a time and a place, in my opinion.
And that is not the time or place.
All right, buddy.
All
You ready
right,
to
so
get the ball rolling
Do
here?
you want to get the ball rolling?
I'm all over it.
Oh my god, we're
All right,
gonna hear your voice.
Let's talk about our second favorite goalie this week, Henrik Lundqvist.
Second favorite. Who's your first?
No, you're first.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
You know who we're talking about here?
Yeah, I see what you're
We're
talking
gonna
about.
say his name?
No, you talk about him.
No.
Yep.
Henrik Lundqvist announced. Wait, who do you think I'm talking about?
Oh, I know I'm talking about Marc-Andre Fleury, but
no,
I know you're talking
no,
about.
I'm not.
Who's my first then?
Who do you think?
Oh, Rick DiPietro.
Yeah, there it
we
is.
go. There
Bing,
we
bing,
go.
bing. DiPietro alarm goes off. Henrik Lundqvist announces his retirement from professional hockey. 39-year-old announced his retirement today at Frölunda HC, the Swedish hockey club he played for prior to entering the NHL and played for New York in 2005. He was a 7th-round pick, 205th overall by the New York Rangers in 2000, where he played 15 seasons. He has the most wins with 449, Mike Richter being second with 301 for the Rangers, and the most shutouts with 64 and Ed Giacomin. I don't know how to say his name. Giacomin being second with 49 in Rangers franchise history. He won the Vezina in 2012, is a 5-times NHL All-Star, and won Olympic gold with Sweden in 2006. Feel free to jump in whenever you want to cut me off with
I was
something.
gonna say, what a fucking leg! Like you keep
Yeah.
talking, you're like, wow, holy shit,
Racks
stuff
up quick.
he's done.
Yeah, 148 more wins than the next best Rangers or next most winningest Rangers goaltender.
Right,
You know?
right.
He retires with a record of 459, 310, and 96 in 887 career NHL games, with a .918 save percentage and 2.43 GAA career average.
15-year average, and you have that good of an average.
That is impressive. And the Rangers weren't always a great team in front of him either.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
They have
no,
those
no.
numbers with, I don't know, what I would assume.
He had his
No
rough-
cups. They had a couple playoff runs,
Right.
but
I think the worst was they had the Stanley Cup run back in 2015, was it? And Alec Martinez getting that overtime winner to win the cup for LA. I still remember being in my bed watching that and just feeling bad for there's a neck cam footage on YouTube of the whole thing. So just like Lundqvist gets it with the right pad, and it goes right to Alec Martinez stick where he throws it in the net, and you just see Lundqvist just like deflate on the ice. You're like, God, I can only imagine like how he felt. Like he got so close to the cup, and just like
that Kings team was a fucking wrecking ball. Though I think they maybe lost like 3 games that entire playoff
something
run,
like that.
something small.
That's when the Kings were just like
overtime winner too. That's so sick. That like gives me chills. Yep. Overtime winner to win the cup.
Oh yeah.
That's why Alec Martinez is getting paid. Oh yeah. So in an interview with the New York Post, Lundqvist said, quote, "I was hoping to be 100% by this time, but I was told inflammation takes a long time to correct, and with medication I might be out of the woods, but it could be another full year before I would be 100%. I came to the conclusion that there are too many unknowns and too much risk for not enough reward for me to keep playing."
Unfortunate.
I kind of called it last year. Remember when we were like, "Oh, can't wait to see him back on the ice." Like, dude, he just had heart surgery. Like,
right.
He shouldn't come back is what I was thinking.
There was hope there.
Yeah, because he was practicing.
He gave
and
hope,
stuff.
but now that this is coming out,
he just wanted to scam the Caps out of money, basically. Free $750.
Which is what you said at least 5 times, though.
He did, though. He got away with it, dude.
Savage.
Now that the season's over, he's like, "Oh, I guess I'm not gonna make it back."
God, I have a chest pain, so they're gonna come back.
Henrik also came out and said he was suffering chest pain during workouts with too much exertion.
Mm-hmm.
The New York Rangers will be retiring his number 30 this season. Cheers to an amazing career in the NHL and with the New York Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
King Henrik has definitely left a mark in the league.
Oh yeah.
Then did you see today? Luongo tweeted to Lundqvist saying, "Two goats, no cup podcast."
This podcast is gone after
that. Yeah, they're taking our market here. Shit, I'd tune in.
I'd tune in.
I know that Luongo's like hilarious on Twitter, but he's super against like being out there and like on talk shows, podcasts, things like that. So like, I don't think it's actually gonna happen.
No,
like I know Spittin' Chicklets has been chasing him for a long time, but like he's hilarious. He's just so funny.
Hank is too much of like a gentleman kind of guy. I don't think he'd be on a podcast just like.
I could see him doing it, but it would be a very tight podcast.
Right.
Like, he wouldn't be like letting like loose.
He wouldn't
sink.
be exactly. It would just be like just very professional.
Yeah.
I would say like nothing like that happened in the locker room. No nothing. So.
Dude, no, it's kind of interesting. I wonder if we'll see him behind the desk with like a Kevin Weeks kind of position.
You
Like
think
they're kind of equitable, don't you think? Like
like
that'd be kind of cool.
Not
right?
NBCSN now, but like
ESPN?
maybe ESPN.
I think they've already set their roster, but like,
God,
even
see
like
this and
even
think,
like an announcer for the Rangers or something.
Right.
Like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Dude, Hank. Oh my God, dude. Hank from like the beginning was just like the face of Sweden. Man.
He's a
like,
man rocket.
He was just
too.
a man. Like, I look at him and be like, wow, this is what a man is supposed to look like. You get the flow going on, like
Style.
nice little style, like the perfect
Perfect press
tie
suit.
and suit. Just going like, wow, this dude like knows how to like dress, know how to look. Dude,
And then
those
there's
Swedes.
us.
And then there's us. There's us Americans that wear Japanese Zelda shirts to a podcast. And
And I'm,
what do you got going
rocking
on?
Blood Gang over here.
Blood Gang
with
over
the
there.
red
yeah.
on this whole side of the screen.
Can't dress for shit.
Yeah, no shit, right? All right, so staying on topic of goalies here, UC Saros signs a deal with the Preds. He signed a 4-year, $20 million contract with the Predators, obviously $5 million AAV. GM David Poyle says, quote, UC has proven himself as one of the best young goaltenders in the NHL, and we're very pleased to have him remain our number one goaltender for years to come. Saros is coming off of his best season in his 5-year career, going 21-11-1 in 36 games, 2.28 GAA, and .927 save percentage. Finished third in save percentage among NHL goalies and fifth in GAA, and also finished sixth in Vezina Trophy voting, which I found very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That was a cool stat you found.
All right.
In the playoffs, he stopped 110 of 117 shots in back-to-back double overtime victories, which was the 7th highest combined saves in a 2-game span by an NHL goalie in a regular or postseason game since 1955-1956, and set a franchise record with 58 saves in Game 4 against Carolina, where they went on to win 4-3 in double overtime.
I didn't realize how crazy his stats were this season, to be honest. I know I was talking about UC Saros and Pekka Rinne a lot. And when I was doing more research on UC Saros after the sign, I was like, holy shit, he's done like a lot more than I thought he did. I love UC Saros. I love him, man. Like, I'm glad he's the number one spot. I think playing with Pekka Rinne has really improved his game. Again, he's only been with the team for 5 seasons, and you're already seeing improvements. You're already seeing the GM saying, this is our number one guy. And I think with the GM saying this is the number one guy, I think Pecorino might have had that same mentality, be like, all right, I think it's time at my age to step down. I've had my career. I kind of want to step down without any injuries now that my age is getting up there, and UC Saros is now the guy. Now David Riddick is going to be backing him up. I personally think David Riddick's going to be a solid backup for UC Saros, so we're going to get like a 1A 1B out of him. So congrats to Pecorino for retiring, and congrats to UC Saros. He definitely earned this 4-year, $20 million contract in my opinion.
And I think, like you said, the biggest takeaway out of this is even like
I gotta stop doing that. I tell you all the time, like when I'm editing, look at my arm.
It's all right. You can sit like that. What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I don't like it. See, look at my arm right here. I look too fucking
chicken wing.
Yep. Gotta stop that. If you guys see that, it's a shot every time. All right, keep going. Sorry.
All right. So I think, like you said, the biggest takeaway is David Poyle really getting behind him and saying he's the number one. Now, without even considering who the backup is, like whatever you're gonna do, whoever you sign, it's great that before the season begins, you set the groundwork that UC Saros is the future of the organization going forward, and this is who we're backing. So I thought that was awesome to see.
That's awesome.
I think that if they had a better team in front of them, like Nashville really struggled, and you see UC Saros' numbers were really good. If they, got things together and like clicked better, these guys could have won the Bill Masterton that Fleury and Leonard ended up winning this year. That's how well the two of them played, I thought.
There is a... I can't remember his name for the life of me. I don't want to blow him up either, but he's he trains a bunch of goalies in the NHL. Actually, Trav for Oilers. I don't know if anyone knows him on YouTube. Did it again. He trained him, and so he was talking about short goalies and how like 6'2" plus is how you get into the NHL. Is anything lower, like I'm literally straightforward with you and be like, you're not going to make it into the NHL. You're going to be like AHL, OHL at best. UC Saros being 5'11", I mean, looks small as shit compared to most goalies, but I'm telling you, it's kind of just like wiping his ass with this whole little, saying there, saying, hey, 6'2" and higher are going to be in the NHL, whereas UC Saros be like, no, I proved myself. Like, I'm now the number one starting goalie for the Nashville Predators, who have proved themselves as a playoff contending a team. So, the hardy, especially for goalies too, I've realized what UC Saros too is like no matter what your size, if you can figure out how you play, work your angles, know your angles, and almost play not like kind of like on your head, you can make it into the NHL. You can. I mean, you gotta have that drive.
It's becoming harder and harder. Like you saw back in the day, the outliers of like a Marty St. Louis, the small forward, the small players.
Yeah.
It's just becoming harder and harder
down,
because they want the big body players and they want the players that are actually ready to jump into the league day one. They do want them, but they're looking for the players. You got to prove
yourself more than
they're looking for the players that can step
higher.
right into a role, like a Kaprizov, a Cale Makar, and Adam Fox. And also when it comes to goaltending, it's all looking at size now. I forget the kid's name. He was selected 15th overall by Detroit, I believe, and he's like 6'6" goalie. And they say he's going to be like the next Andrei Vasilevsky. He's huge, Mm-hmm. Was the goalie coach you're looking for Rob Liddell, or is it a different guy?
No, it's a different guy.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It's all good. It was tough to Google, so we'll leave that.
That's fine.
But since I'm doing two of these, I figure I'll take a shot right now.
So as a little background here, so last episode we talked about Chris, and if he drinks this episode, he's got to take 2 shots, but we never said when, so he's going to take the 1 nip now, and he's going to do the nip with me later, and well-deserving, buddy.
Mr. Stacks, sour watermelon. Yeah, it feels good to actually have a drink tonight, too.
Yeah.
This is good.
It's going to be good.
Nice.
It's going to be like normal podcast,
Yeah, probably have a beer. Yeah, probably have a beer each episode.
Good.
That's probably it.
You're fine.
All right.
Just an episode.
Cheers, guys.
You're good. No more 2 shots.
God damn, Mr. Stacks, so good. All right.
Sugar water.
Moving along here. Some moves and no moves in Buffalo here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll start with the number 1 draft pick, Owen Power, making the decision to return and play for University of Michigan for his sophomore season. In his freshman season, he totaled 3 goals and 16 points in 26 games. Power already stated before the NHL draft that he preferred to go back to Michigan, so this move should really come to no surprise to the Sabres organization. Power went on to say he wanted a normal college experience that was taken away due to the pandemic, but to also go back and round out his game and play for a sold-out crowd at Yost Ice Arena in Ann Arbor, Michigan, which were the main reasons on making this decision. Yeah, I think that's huge for him. I forget the other 2 names, the kids' names that were going back.
Oh, we just talked about this too, and it just
I knew we should have wrote it
completely
down.
blew
My bad.
mind. No,
But
it's
yeah,
fine.
there were 3 of them that were all selected in the first round. There were 4 players total that
Total.
were drafted from Michigan in like the top 10, I think. But 3 of them are going back to play their sophomore season, and I think good for them. Like
Right.
you get to develop your game more. 1 and 2. You had to play during like shitty COVID pandemic, so go enjoy yourself and have a good
enjoy
college
yourself.
experience. So.
Exactly. Which was his main goal, man. He goes, I mean, everyone who goes to college wants that college experience, especially like
And think about Michigan.
man.
That's not like a UMass Boston. That's like
That's like
one of the top
one
schools
of
in
the
the
top
country
schools.
to play in front of.
And you had to like do fucking Zoom classes,
Yeah.
and you're like, no, this isn't, what the class is like. So
And still pay full price, which is bogus. College is a scam.
yeah, so
Learn a trade.
so good for Owen Power. He's still a young kid, man. He wants to go back again, wants to do the college experience and, enjoy himself. And he has a great, kind of veteran mindset where he goes, I want to go back. I want to play for a packed crowd, and I want to, up my game from what it is now. Like, I know I was drafted number 1 overall, but like
That's gonna be big shoes
in
to fill.
reality, I still need to. What's the word? I'm like get more like
Develop,
experience.
yeah.
I need to develop more to be into the NHL. I think I talked about before how, like there's, I never said college, but like AHL, OHL, like it's kind of like steps. But from like the AHL up to NHL, you're skipping like fucking like 6 kind of steps to like be in that spot. Like you see guys come from like the AHL to NHL and they're just not fucking ready. Even though they'll be like one of the best players in the AHL, they're one of the worst in the NHL. So there's a huge gap between those. And I think he's making the right decision here to go back to Michigan. With that said, though, Michigan's going to be unbelievable to watch.
Oh yeah, again, just like last year.
Yeah.
I think this speaks volumes for Owen Power too, the professionalism that he has to tell the Buffalo organization, like up front, I'm going back to college next year.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing that kind of surprised me is I haven't really heard any fans that knew about this ahead of time. You know what I mean? Where Buffalo
Yeah,
did know, but
fans
this is
didn't
like
know.
news still.
Right.
Yeah.
This is still news.
Kind of interesting.
But
And then the other point that I had too is that Buffalo can fucking wait. Like it's fine for Owen Power to go back to college for a year because
Yeah.
we give him another year, 1 to develop, but 2, Buffalo's not going anywhere. Owen Power isn't gonna like come in and flip the organization, take him from 31 up to
Right.
a playoff contender. So
Right.
let's let him grow and develop. Let's hope we get another high draft pick next year and get
You're-
another Owen Power on the blue line.
You're a team that's just redoing fucking everything. You got this number 1 draft pick that wants to go back to college and like figure things out and get better in college. As an organization, you'd be like, do it, man. Just, become the player we want you to be. This is why we picked you to be like one of the better players for the Buffalo Sabres organization. I know I'd be all for it. I'm like, take your time because we're in the middle right now of like maybe like a 3-4. Would you say maybe 3 season development for Buffalo Sabres? Just a complete like
Yeah.
reorganization of
At
just
least, yeah.
everything.
Takes time and you're gonna want to grow your young players and have them be a part of it. So
Right.
it's gonna take time.
Exactly.
All right, also here, I'm going to butcher this name. Buffalo Sabres announcer Rick Jeanneret announced this will be his last season calling the games. This upcoming season will be Rick's 51st season in the booth calling the games. He will announce 20 of the 82 scheduled games, all 20 at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, New York. 20 games was a compromise with Rick and the Sabres to give him a good send-off and to also give Dan Dunleavy a larger role in his 9th season as the team's play-by-play announcer. Rick began his career in 1971, and throughout his career, he suffered undisclosed health concerns that had retirement rumored and speculated, but he pushed through and kept announcing. Then on July 1st, 2014, he was diagnosed with stage 3 throat cancer, and remarkably, within 4 months, on November 7, 2014, he announced that his CAT scan was clear of cancer. Rick was given the Foster Hewitt Memorial Award, an award given to distinguished members of the radio and television industry who made outstanding contributions to their profession in the game, and was then inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame on November 12, 2012.
So for everyone who's listening on the Spotify and Apple, to kind of give you like the example of his voice, all I can think of is Buffalo Sabres announcer. You got the Mayday Mayday guy, like Mayday Mayday
Yeah.
Mayday, and then one of my favorites out there, which is kind of recent, was Robin Lehner. When he was playing for Buffalo, he came across with this amazing glove save, and I can't remember what he said. He goes, he goes, what a glove save. He goes, if you don't get a standing ovation, you are getting robbed. And like that's one of my favorite things that he said. So I can't believe he's been along for as long as 51 seasons. And he was doing shit before then too, so even longer than that.
When I read that, I was thinking, like, is there any other announcer that's more tenured than him? Like, I can't personally think of one, but I would imagine he's probably top 3.
Right.
You know?
And most of these announcers that last so long have, like, a specific voice. And he's got this very specific voice where, like...
And you also can't get too dated. Like, some of those old announcers, it's like, people get sick of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. But, like, if he was, like, in Boston for some reason at some bar we're hanging out and you just, like, randomly talking, be like, hey, I know who that is.
Yeah, I know that voice, right?
I know that voice.
I don't know what he looks like, but I know that voice. And then lastly, final news coming from Buffalo is an emoji tweet sent out by Jack Eichel. It's been a full month since we believe Jack Eichel was being traded out of Buffalo, and for a team under reconstruction, we haven't seen any move or news about one. Eichel wanting out of Buffalo for better medical options. Eichel's doctors saying he needs surgery for a herniated disc, and the Sabres wanting him to get fusion surgery while Eichel wants disc replacement surgery. Fusion surgery, literally, like, they fuse pieces of your spine together. It would absolutely limit his mobility and his skill on the ice, I think. So good for Eichel standing up for his own, medical case here.
As a 24-year-old, I mean, that's... I feel like majority of these guys, majority of these players at, like, such a young age just, like, know, like, what's going on.
Hey, did we mention a couple episodes ago? I think it happened, like, last week or this week, the billboard that the Rangers fans bought. It was a company, I think, from New York. They bought a billboard right outside of the Buffalo... arena, and it had a picture of Jack Eichel, and it said something about wanting out. And they bought, like, New York Rangers bought a billboard, not the team, but Rangers fans or someone in New York. I forget. We'll put the story up here.
Outside.
It's literally like right outside the arena, and it says
I never saw that.
Something about like can't wait to get out, Jack, or something like that. Question mark. It has his face on it. Some shit. Hilarious.
How many teams want Jack Eichel? I know in Boston here, like there is such a push for like, oh, dude, Jack Eichel's gonna be great on the team. But there's also, I thought I saw something for Arizona. Like there's a bunch of tweets for like Arizona fans thinking they're gonna get him. Like, yeah, okay,
why not?
I don't know. I just feel like he wants to be on a winning team. Arizona Coyotes are not really a winning team.
They're right on the cusp of playoffs. He could be the thing that gets him over the hump. But if he's looking a cup chase, he's not going to want to go there.
No, hell no.
So, but anyways, about a month ago, Sabres GM addressed the trade, saying, "quote We'd be open to a trade if there was a deal to help us improve now or later down the road. But we're not in a position where we feel we're just going to do something to just do it." Absolutely makes sense, It
does make sense. So, after those comments, Eichel's agents Peter Fish and Peter Donatelli fired back with a statement of their own. They said the process is not working. As previously stated, we fully anticipated a trade by the start of the NHL free agency period. After the agreed upon and prescribed period for a conservative rehabilitation lapsed in early June of 2021, it was determined by the Sabres medical staff that a surgical procedure was required. The recommendation by Jack's independent neurosurgeon, other spine specialists consulted, and surgery Jack feels most comfortable having in order to correct a herniated disc in his neck is to proceed with artificial disc replacement surgery. A further point of concern is that our camp was initially under the impression that the Sabres specialist was in agreement with the artificial disc replacement surgery. Fucking
dick
brutal.
replacement surgery.
Dick replacement surgery. Love it. Gotta love it. Until that was no longer the case. What is being left out of the discussion is that Jack would be able to play in the NHL for the start of the season pending medical clearance if he were allowed to have surgery he desired, even as of this date. Repeated requests have been made by the Sabres since early June to no avail. This process is stopping Jack from playing in the NHL, and it is not working. So if he had disc, not dick, replacement surgery, he'd be able to start in the next season. And because the Sabres organization is like, no, we want this, he wouldn't be able to do it. I'm like, I get it. I mean, this is your body. Like, this is what you want to do to you. And the Sabres organization is, like, treating it like it's theirs. They're just like, no. So, he's right. He's right in all aspects of, like, Jack Eichel is just like, all right, man. Like, I'm done, man. Like,
100%.
100%. Like, he's been, like, almost like the number one guy.
Absolutely
like,
the number one guy.
Captain, right, too? And he's just like, I'm sick of this losing team. They had such a rough season last season.
But
one of the worst.
he's not come out and said anything like that either. He's not flaming the
No,
organization.
he's not. He's trying to be as professional as possible. And I think that little emoji that he put out was just enough to be like, oh, yeah, that's right. Jack Eichel's whole situation, And it's bringing the fans back to being like, hey, Buffalo, what the fuck are you doing?
No, it hasn't stopped all season long. And this is like, he was radio silent for about a month. And seeing this tweet today, it's like he's really airing his frustration now. Like, if you ask me, it's kind of a sign like, Buffalo, we need to figure something out soon, or I'm going to start flaming the organization. Like, something's going to happen here.
Right.
That being said, like you just said, training camp starting up like next few weeks. There's nothing. So I guess we just wait and see. But I wouldn't be surprised.
It's going to be like a last minute thing.
I wouldn't be surprised if Buffalo says, fuck it, we're not getting anything good enough for you. Like, getting what we want in exchange for you. So we're not going to trade you this season. So you're going to suit up. And he's just going to say,
all right, fuck it. I'll
take
around.
This season off, and I'll get the surgery that I want. See you later. It's not up to you.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
And if they
Which
don't,
I hope Jack Eichel does.
Yeah.
I honestly do. You're forcing a player to play for you that doesn't want to play for you. I don't know how the fuck you expect 100%, like at all.
They're not forcing him to play for him when he doesn't want to play for them. He's mad with the medical decision.
Well, that too, yeah. But he also wants to play for a team that wins. And
he's never said that. No.
Yeah, that was literally in like the website thing interview that I was reading.
Oh well, yeah, he was sick of on a 20-game skid. That was from like mid-season, but he's not saying he wants out because they're losing.
Oh yeah.
All right, moving on here. Right, we're good.
Right.
NHL approves jersey advertisements for the 2022-2023 season.
Here we go, KHL.
Keith Wachtel. I don't know.
Wachtel,
sure. NHL's chief business officer and senior executive vice president says, quote, "We honestly believe that the overall program is worth hundreds of millions of dollars on a yearly basis," which is absolutely true. Mm-hmm. The ads have to fit a 3-inch by 3.5-inch rectangle, and the location of the ads on the jersey is up to the team. Last season, with the ads on players' helmet, the teams received over $100 million just from that. With COVID hitting the NHL like a ton of bricks, and with the massive loss of revenue throughout the season, this is definitely a big way of getting back the money that they lost.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm not against the helmet ads, and I'm not against the jersey ads.
No, I'm not either.
But I don't want to see the Max Pacioretty special in this little image we have below. This thing is insane, dude. He is covered head to toe. He's a walking billboard. It is nuts, man. Like, it's just too much.
I was telling my girlfriend Tara this when this first came up. I was telling Tara about this. At first, I was with the fans. I was like, "What the fuck is going?" And then I was like, "Wait a minute, this is a business." And like I was telling her, I'm like, it's not gonna be that bad. But I was telling her about like the KHL and like Swedish League, where it's just like, yeah, they're covered head to toe. Yeah. Like you don't even know what the fuck team they're playing for.
The worst one for me is that the helmet. Honestly, the helmet has like a big, like it looks like a sticker right on the forehead. Right, that one bothers me the most.
Are you playing for Progressive like insurance? Like what the fuck you like?
But no, you look at the European soccer leagues and that's it. There's literally no team logo.
There's no team logo. It's just all like Emirates and shit.
Yeah,
like
Fly Emirates. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a team, and then I found out it's
Arsenal.
Yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
And I know that just because like that's what Arsenal wears. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. So here they say almost instantaneously, fans around the league voiced their hate for this decision. To see a Dunkin' Donuts logo next to the Boston Bruins Spoke B is an eyesore from a fan's perspective. But compare that to the Swedish League and KHL, it's really not that bad.
Right.
It's giving the team the money that they lost throughout the season, and it keeps the players on the ice and playing. People and fans also need to realize it's a business and needs to be treated as such. If money can be made, you do it.
Exactly.
And there's no fans, so in the building or limited fans, whatever it's going to be. They lost like I would say billions of dollars across the league.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. Between all the fans not being there throughout like the pandemic.
Think about even like the nacho sales and shit, dude. Like small shit, the beers, all that stuff.
So when you find out that they're gonna be with just having like a rectangle right here, like on the chest,
like
maybe?
The AHL player that we have here below with the Kia logo.
Right.
He's
exactly.
playing for the Wolves.
It's nothing crazy at all, and it's not an eyesore at all, and it's making the teams again hundreds of millions of dollars, and it's bringing the money back into the organization. I'm all for it.
It eventually gets into the players' pockets because the more revenue that the league can generate, the more they can bump the salary cap up, and it becomes a competitive league to be in pay-wise compared to the NBA, NFL, MLB.
Mm-hmm. And just like last season when everyone was complaining about the ads on like the helmets, how quick did we get used to that? Pretty fucking quick.
Yep.
I think we all fucking forgot about it because when I was doing the when I was typing everything up and looking everything up, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. They have ads on their helmets. Like,
know what I
this would
did
be a
not
thing
get
that you
used
don't
to
even think
quickly
of.
though was
What?
the Honda West division or the this.
Ugh.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't like
like
that either.
sponsoring the divisions. But
Right.
yeah, like you said, business, make money,
Business,
whatever.
make money. Got to do what you got to do.
I think that they could get a lot better. Is it confirmed that the Duncan's one will be Boston?
No, I just threw that up.
Yeah,
there,
that's a good call though. We do see a
But
lot of
Duncan's
partnerships.
probably will be Boston because you got
Probably one of them.
Pasternak and all the Bruins doing like these Dunkin' Donuts ads.
Do you know
like
who they had on their helmet? I forget. But regardless, I'd like to see like
TD, right? TD Bank.
yeah, and that's their home arena. So
That's
that's
the home arena.
not really that blatant of an ad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
It's like
exactly.
that's where they play.
Right.
Um,
What was no, never mind. I was gonna throw you on the spot here. But what was Vegas Golden Knights? Do you remember it at all?
no.
Because it's gold helmet, and I don't think you could really see what the ad even was.
I feel like it was like insurance or some shit like that.
Yeah,
I feel like
maybe.
those companies always shell out.
Yep.
What was I gonna say?
Sorry, I threw you off there.
No, you're good. Fuck, I don't remember now.
Sounded about
Oh,
the
that's where I was going. I think it'd be cool to see cool brands. Like I think the players should get to pick which brand they want rather than like whoever throws the most. It's obviously gonna be whoever throws the most money, but like imagine like the Truly logo is pretty sharp looking. If you
Right.
saw that on like
Hell yeah.
even on the black with white, the black jersey white font or the white jersey black font, like just Truly.
Just
I
like the
don't know.
White Claw too. What did we see? I sent you a post on Instagram about shit. It was something with like a White Claw logo on it. I'm like, damn, that looks good. Was it like
That was a golf bag that I sent
It was
you.
a golf bag.
Yeah.
That's right. That was that's what you sent
Yeah.
me. Yeah, and it looks good. Some logos just look really good.
Yeah.
like no matter what.
And
you
some
put
look
'em on.
shitty, like Mr. Stack's watermelon liqueur. That's a shitty logo. But yeah, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of cool sponsorships and like the design of the logo should be considered, but it definitely won't be.
And if they're willing
if
to
you make
put
an
up-
extra $50 million to take a shitty design, you
if
take
they're
it.
willing to put up money to advertise themselves on like for I guess for like an organization's thinking too is like, oh yeah, we'll take that money. That's fine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's all about the money.
Right.
All right. Here we go. Arizona Coyotes will not play in Glendale after this season. So after last season, we had the last game at the Long Island Arena for the New York Islanders.
Mhm.
Now we'll see the last game played for the Arizona Coyotes in their barn. So maybe we'll see a nice playoff run for them, kind of like the Islanders surprisingly got last season.
Right.
We'll see. The city of Glendale, Arizona will not renew its operating agreement with the Coyotes after the season. This will end 18 years at the Gila River Arena. Jesus.
Gia.
It's one L. It's Gila.
Gia.
Gila.
Sure.
In a tweet made by the city, they said they wish to increase focus on larger and more impactful events and uses of the arena. Way to tell the Coyotes organization they're not a big enough event, huh?
Yeah. Right. Fuck.
But I mean, it is a fact. Like Florida was looking like that for a bit, and we'll go on here. The city hired an economic consulting firm to determine the spending habit difference between hockey attendees and concert goers, and found each Coyote game drove $12,000 in sales compared to the $25,000 for concerts. Additionally, concert goers on average spend $58, which is more than double the hockey attendees spend $28. So
I kind of wonder, like, $28 on average for like the hockey fans. Like, how cheap is it? Because you go to like a Bruins game. I mean, I haven't been in years, but like when you go to a Bruins game, you're spending like money.
I usually eat before I go, so I don't buy food. But then the beers are $10 each, and if you think about it, I don't really want to get up in the middle of the period, so I'll get up twice, and then they shut off the beer. I think right after the third period starts, so I really only get
that
3
explains
beers.
a line and a half.
And if I get 3 beers, that's $10 each, $30, let's call it.
right.
So there's your average right there for me as a fan.
Right.
But obviously, more people, like different people, spend different amounts of money.
Right.
I think hockey is a sit down, watch, enjoy, fast-paced game. And I think when you go to a concert, it's I'm gonna get
Relax.
fucking crippled and have like 9 beers, and you buy a T-shirt that's $30 that has the tour dates. You know what I mean? I just think it's
That makes me wonder.
a different
now-
environment.
That makes me wonder now about the TD Garden. Like, I wonder what their, if they did an economic thing, I wonder what their thing would be. Because I feel like I see a lot of people, especially in the pro shops. So for the Bruins, the TD Garden, I don't know if the pro shop is still there. You've been there before me, but
Yep.
there's a pro shop upstairs. This is a 3 or 4. It's like a big circle. So I think there's like 4 of them or 5 of them. And usually when you're over there, you see a lot of people spending money in there.
Yeah, definitely. That definitely drives revenue, but you also consider that Coyotes probably have one of the lowest attendance in
Fucking did it again.
in the
Don't worry
NHL.
about me.
Probably have like lowest attendance in the NHL, like down there. The benefit of TD Garden, what they do, they have the Celtics and the Bruins in one arena, whereas for the NHL, you have the Arizona Coyotes in Glendale, and it's the Phoenix Suns, which is that's Nevada, right? Phoenix, Arizona. Yeah, Phoenix,
yeah,
Arizona. They're in Phoenix, so it's two different areas. So you don't have the same thing there. And then the one job in the world I would not want, they probably make so much money, the event coordinator for TD Garden. You have to schedule 82 hockey games, 82 basketball games, and they still have concerts and shit during the season.
You think that's bad? Imagine Madison Square Garden where like there's like even more
Yeah.
than that. It's like holy
But
shit.
does Madison Square Garden have a basketball team? I assume, yeah. I would assume. Not
but
the
they
Knicks.
also do like don't they do operas and shit in there too?
Oh, everything, yeah. Just
Yeah.
like TD.
Like
but bigger,
My
twice as
God,
big.
that headache must be insane.
Yeah. And think about the size of it is probably like twice the Garden.
Oh God, yeah.
Maybe not for the hockey game, but for the events that they do.
That's one of the few rinks that I want to go to is Madison Square Garden to see a Rangers game. Even if it's like Rangers versus the
Yeah.
Devils, man, I'd still want to see it.
My goal in life, like most people, like I don't know why, but they want to go see a baseball game at every MLB place. I want to go to a hockey game. At everyone. Yeah.
Right.
I've been to the only other one I've been to is the Philadelphia Flyers arena.
Yeah, you're telling me that.
What about you? It's just the Bruins, right?
Just the Bruins,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And then we talked about the
They're all short drives though. Like you
Vancouver
should do it.
Canucks
We should do a
situation.
trip and do in like one long weekend, Islanders, Rangers, Devils, because they're all like right there.
right there. Actually,
That would bang 3 out in one weekend.
you know what I would love to do? Oh yeah, I guess we could do that. You know what we could do is take like a long weekend, go up to Toronto, see like a Toronto Maple Leafs game, and then come down through New York and watch.
Yeah, Toronto, Montreal, Buffalo.
Yeah,
those
we
are
do
all
that.
same area, right?
Yeah, but it's
You
a
could hammer
little,
those three out
little
also.
north of Buffalo. But why the hell did you see a Buffalo Sabres game? Just being honest. Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Oh God. There we go.
Glendale hoped to keep its relationship with the team and contacted the Coyotes to negotiate a longer lease, but the team declined. The most likely destination is now Tempe, Arizona. Tempe and the Coyotes, who are owned by billionaire Alex Marula, have reportedly talked about a potential relocation proposal since July. So the Coyotes used to be in Scottsdale, and they moved them to Glendale.
Yeah.
From what I hear from people in Arizona, Scottsdale was like way better. Like Glendale's kind of a bitch to get to. Like it's just not set up right. Like
Yeah.
Scottsdale was sick for them. I would love to see them go back there. And the other snippet that we didn't include here is that the Glendale arena that they were at did a year-to-year contract thing. It wasn't like they were
okay.
locked in ever.
Yeah.
Every year they re-upped, and this year they were like, holy shit. And I bet it's COVID. I guarantee you it's COVID.
Also,
That was the straw that broke the camel's back, I
remember,
bet.
remember at the beginning we talked about this too in the beginning episodes. That Gia Arena.
Gila. I'm gonna look it up right now. It's Gila.
I
'cause
guarantee
it's
it's
Gila. If it's ya, it's 2 L's. It's Spanish, bro.
Gia. I don't know. Could be Gila. Anyway, who was the other NHL team that they shared that rink with? Remember in the beginning?
San Jose, right?
San Jose. That's right. Because California was in like
Ready?
this
We're both gonna be
crazy
wrong.
lockdown. I guarantee you were right. I guarantee I'm right. It's
How'd I
Gia
play
Arena.
Gila River.
Gila. Fuck!
Okay,
Told you.
that was close.
All right.
Was I? No.
No. You said Gia. I said Gila, so we were both terribly wrong. Gila.
All right, so we're 37 minutes in, and this is something I've been wanting to do for at least 38 episodes now. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my headphones off, and I'm going to go to the bathroom. And Chris is going to be the one, he's going to be the one in charge. Billy,
Do you actually have to pee? Or you're just gonna go to the bathroom to
I
go to the bathroom?
actually have to go. So Billy, zoom in on Chris's face. Chris, now you're stuck talking to the camera, and I'll be back.
Wow. All right. This is weird. I'm gonna talk to myself like Matt does. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get up and get a beer too. Enjoy the screen. One little piece of update here too. Chris Pronger is having his number retired by the St. Louis Blues. Matt and I were both very surprised by this. Actually, I kind of like whenever I hear Chris Pronger's name, I'm sure a lot of fans too. We always picture him in a Flyers jersey. Maybe it's just because like we're young, we don't really know. But his career was from 1993 in the NHL, from 1993 until 2012, which is a lengthy career. Put up 1,100 games played, over 1,000 games. That's huge. 698 points, 1,500 penalty minutes. So he has like averaging just under 1.5 penalty minutes a game. So guy's a savage. First 2 years with the Hartford Whalers. And then he played from 95 until 04 with the St. Louis Blues, which is actually very surprising to me. He got bounced around a little bit here to the Oilers and then 3 years with the Ducks and closing out his career 3 years with the Flyers. I don't know why. I just have always seen him in a Flyers jersey, and that's just like who he is to me as a player. I think that he was like he wasn't a main part of it, but he carried the legacy of the Broad Street Bullies and kind of like kept them being tough back in the day. and just seeing him retire with the Blues, it's going to be weird. I believe the number 44 is the number that he wore. But I don't know. Cheers to him, and glad to see him retiring. So, getting his number retired. Guy earned it after all that time. So, Chris Pronger, anything for the fans? I rambled for a bit, but hopefully it's all right.
It's fine. I was trying to make him sweat as much as possible, like he does to me. You know?
Yeah.
He even did that with that Peter Mandarino episode.
Oh, did I go? No, I couldn't get up.
No, you got up.
Oh, I needed a beer. That's right. I stole your beer too. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I need that.
I remember doing that edit, and you were just like pointing at the beer. I was like, what? And I gave it to you, and then did you give it to Peter?
No, I drank it.
You just drank
and
it?
you were like, fuck, I wanted that beer.
Right. It was the only thing fucking right there.
I was like, I don't want to get up, and then I still got up and got a third beer.
How was it? How was
It's good. Yeah,
being your own guy?
just talked about Chris Pronger, seeing if you have anything to add.
So Chris Pronger is one of those names that you come up and right away you have a Flyers logo just like in your head popping out. Chris Pronger also, ironically too, being the Anaheim Ducks logo that comes up when he won the Stanley Cup with them back in like 2007. Absolute fucking legend. From what I don't have anything right now, but from a lot of players have come out about Chris Pronger saying like what an incredible guy he is. I think there was an interview with him that he was such a mature type of guy that just like, and his head was just like he knows the new guys coming in, and he wanted to pretty much be like, hey, I've been in the league for a while. Let me train you show you the way of shit so that like you have a long career. Instead of like those guys are just like, no, why would I teach you all this shit. So
yeah, and it's kind of surprising too, seeing he came into the league in '93. Obviously, he's not coming in and being that veteran presence then, but the veterans when he was coming into the league were like what you're saying, like fuck that, like
right,
go get the pucks, new kid.
So you learn from that,
he grew and changed the game in that regard, basically.
Exactly. So Chris Pronger is like definitely a household name, I would say, especially for the Flyers, especially for the Anaheim Ducks, maybe for a fan for who knows about the Stanley Cup.
I'd say more for the St. Louis Blues, obviously, but that was a surprise to both of us.
Right, exactly. So what? Sorry, what was the news for Chris Pronger?
He retired his number in St. Louis, number 44, I believe.
Oh, I thought he was going wasn't he becoming? I know he retired his number, but I thought he was going to like management or some shit. No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, that was one of the goaltender.
Oh, that's right.
Development.
That's right.
I forget who it was.
That's right. I'm mixing things up here.
Budai. Peter Budai? No.
Peter Budai. Yeah.
I don't know if it was him. Whatever.
No, you're right. It's Peter Budai. It's coming up. But I'm glad we ripped a Band-Aid off here too. 38 episodes in.
Now you can feel comfortable to pee. You don't have to pee in the little jug that you have underneath the desk now.
I usually just piss in my pants if we're going to be honest. So I was like, you know what? Chris is doing the episode tonight. 38 episodes in, let me be the guy to get up and you be like the spotlight of the show here.
Yeah, and I think I did all right. The fans are probably going to fucking hate it.
So ironically, and in great time, his brother, producer Billy, was upstairs and he was looking at me weird. I was just like, yep, 38 episodes in. I'm the one that's just leaving your brother all alone in the dust. He goes, get ready to just screenshot his face like. So he's like, oh, that's weird. I'm like, yep, here we go.
Great.
So
here we go.
Awesome. So did we talk about Alex Killorn or Austin Matthews at all?
No, yeah, we can do
all
that.
Right. So
What? All right, yeah, go ahead.
You do it.
No.
You're the fan of it. You're the main.
No, you have the notes. I usually chime in with shit, so it's your turn.
There is fucking zero notes for this, but I thought this was funny as shit, and it happened this week. Alex Killorn took the Stanley Cup to the Bell Center, or the actual. No, what's funny as shit?
It's a ruthless move.
Ruthless one. You know what's funny as shit though? It's called the Bell Center. We call it the Bell Center, but it's actually called Center Bell.
Yeah,
I guess
it's
French
like Spanish.
Name.
Yeah,
it's
same
French,
thing in
yeah.
Spanish. Like remember Rojo Auto?
Yeah.
Last week I fucked that up. Yeah.
But he took it to there and lifted the cup, and I'm like, what a fucking savage ass move.
Fuck him.
They must have been talking some shit because the ball's on him to be like, I'm gonna take it to Montreal.
He's probably from Montreal too.
He's gotta be. Yeah. There's so many fucking.
But that
NHL
still is a
players from
bold move to
Canada,
do.
Yeah. I thought that was one ballsy as shit, but also funny as shit.
While we're there too, a lot of the Canadian players on the team have been eating Canadian shit out of the cup. Yeah, poutine won, and then there was shrimp poutine, which I didn't even know was a thing, and then there was maple taffy, which you educated me about.
Yeah, so what maple taffy is for a lot of Canadians, because there's nothing else to fucking do in Canada, is that you take a bunch of snow and maple syrup and put the maple syrup on the snow and it freezes it. And with like some kind of stick, you wrap it around and just eat it. And I've tried it once. It's actually really fucking good.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good.
Probably just tastes like frozen syrup, right?
It's pretty much it, but it's actually really good. But I talk shit about Canada, but I absolutely love Canada. Like
The
nothing,
shrimp poutine looked kind of gross. Oh, someone
shrimp
had scallops.
poutine looked awful.
Someone had scallops, mashed potatoes, and something else. in
If
there.
you're gonna have poutine, have regular poutine, man. Poutine, yeah. Have regular poutine, man. It's just like, you're gonna have the fries, you're gonna have the gravy, you gotta have the cheese curds.
It's not appealing. Like
It's so good.
I know, but it doesn't look good.
There-
It's not like an aesthetically pleasing food.
There's places that are better, but if anyone is traveling to Canada, especially Toronto, I think Montreal might have it too. Maybe Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver definitely has it. This place called Smokes Poutineery, which is
I think you've talked about it before.
so good. You're halfway through and you're like, I'm gonna die from like all the fucking gravy and cheese and shit, and you're like, no, that's fine. Let me finish it. It's so good though. You ever had
So-
poutine?
No, I want to. I want to have the real one. I don't want to like order it here if there was even anywhere
No,
to
fuck
order
no,
it. Yeah.
no. So up in me and my girlfriend love Canada. We're always up there. She has a bunch of friends up there that we visit, and the Paw Sox. Well, now they're in Worcester, so Woo Sox.
The Woo Sox now, yeah.
But the Paw Sox are in
It's a minor
Pawtucket.
league baseball team.
Yeah. So the Paw Sox in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, they were doing like this poutine fest to get fans to come in. So we're like, oh, let's do it. So we go there, and it's like not the same.
Yeah, it's the same. Like you said, you had a gyro. I had a gyro for dinner tonight from this wicked nice little Greek sub shop down here. And you're like, I had one before. It's not great. And like, I've had a bunch of gyros here that are like not very good. I had one in Greece when I went back in high school.
Right.
But you got to get like a legitimate
Legit.
Greek one. That's so
I felt
good.
that as soon as you said it to me, because
Their tzatziki sauce is so good.
when we're in, two things. Japan, fucking the ramen there is incredible,
Yeah.
but the ramen
And
here
you come
is
here
shit.
and it's top ramen,
Right.
99 cents.
And then you come here when we're in Germany, the bratwurst there are just,
yeah.
oh
Dude,
my god.
I went to a German beer hall in New Jersey that was very good. Very
I need
good.
to take a shot. If anyone's watching the YouTube, I put like my arm just like, I don't know if you could see it. And in the edits, I always see that and it just aggravates me. And
Wait,
I'm like, I gotta
dude.
stop.
I just realized there's like some German beer hall in like Canton or Stoughton or Walpole. We got to go.
I'm down for that.
We should go check it out. They open like next couple weeks. I'll talk to my company.
Wait, they're not
because
open yet?
They literally only open for events like all year round, but like not German events, just any kind of event.
We're going.
But then they'll open for like Oktoberfest. So I'm gonna talk to my company and get
we're
us
going.
there.
We're going.
We're gonna take some sick videos and shit.
I'm literally gonna text you and go. German
It's
beer.
not gonna be the same German beer, but the German beer is still fucking delicious.
German beer is still good. German beer, man. When I was in Germany, that beer was fucking amazing. Incredible beer. Like I understand why like Germany's got like the best
We're
beer
gonna
in the
go.
world.
I'm gonna make it happen.
We're gonna go.
Jumping off real quick. We were talking about this earlier this week because we were just on food, beer, all this good shit.
I'm hungry now.
My buddies and I were a couple of my buddies. We were gonna try and do like food challenges in the area. Remember we talked about this?
Oh yeah, buddy.
I think that like we should actually do that as like for the podcast
Let's do
for
it.
an episode and do one. I'm gonna suck. Like I eat so slow, and that fills you up so fast when you're trying to hammer something down.
Me and my friend Matt did one. This is when I'm a big YouTuber. So like Randy Santel, Matt Stoney, like the whole like food competition guys.
No idea.
No idea. So Randy Santel does his own website.
I know Joey Chestnut,
No,
legend.
Joey Chestnut.
He should be on the cover of NHL 22.
Fuck yeah.
Jump into that next.
Eating pucks. Yeah. Anyway, Randy Santel has a website and it shows you each state, even like North America, well Canada, USA, of everywhere that there's a that he knows that there's a food challenge.
Oh, awesome. That's cool.
So we looked it up, and in Everett, Mass, here there's this place called De Blassie's with the steak and cheese challenge. And me and my friend
Oh,
Matt,
like Charlie or no?
that's what I was talking
Yeah,
to him about.
okay.
I was like, he's not related. We're just like, oh damn it. But we did it. One of the best steak and cheeses that I've ever had. Like me and my friend Matt will like randomly go out of our way just to get a steak and cheese there. And two, that like he finished the challenge and won I couldn't finish it. There was like, I swear to God, like all I had to do was like get like a little claw of like steak left to put it in my mouth. I've never been to the point where just like the thought of getting that little piece of steak in my mouth would make me fucking throw up. And I want to do it. Was I telling you? Or was I telling Kyle, Tommy that like I want to go back and do it? But we should definitely do it. Now that I have the GoPro and everything too, we should definitely do it and watch Chris fucking suffer and me throw up all over the place.
So I was looking up Eagles Deli in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
They are the like BC Eagles little
Oh yeah, that's
little
right.
place. You've heard of this?
Right, I've heard of them. Yep.
So I can't find it right now just because I started
Was it
talking
Man
about
vs.
it already.
Food did something about that?
Probably, but the one that I just saw, they're at 5 pounds. So the first time that they had it, it was a 1 pound burger patty, 1 pound of fries, and like
Yeah, that's right.
something else, bacon and shit, something
Mm-hmm.
like that. And every time that someone beats it, they are able to rename it, and they add a pound to it.
That's
So
right.
It's
That's
up to
right.
a
Man
5
vs.
pound.
Food did
yeah,
that,
it's up
yeah.
to a 5 pound
No wonder
burger
why
and
I'm
5 pounds
fat.
of fries. Fucking insane. 5 pound burger and 5 pounds of fries. Fuck that. I was trying to find the names
Fuck
of the
no.
shit, but
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
no,
We s-
I'm not doing that. Fuck that. I'll do the 1
No,
pound
I'm,
one.
I'm talking about the Everett, the DeBlasio Steak and
Oh, yeah.
Cheese Challenge.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll get
definitely
that
do
going.
that. We'll set that up. But
Yeah, that'd be nice content too. We'll do
that'd be-
some random shit, little Oktoberfest action, little food challenge, you know.
especially with this, what is it, off season? That's just like, I mean, we're getting like good information here and there, but I think more content. Speaking of more content, your boy finally figured out how to get it mic'd up, and I did it yesterday. So I just got to edit that. I'm mic'd up. I did a 10-20 game yesterday, and I think I got some good content for us. So I got to edit that and put that up. So hopefully that comes out well and something we both can do.
Yeah, you can.
when do you play?
Can mic me up and I'll play. I've been doing morning skates. I skated 6:30 today, and I skated 6 a.m. on Wednesday.
Oh.
The 6 a.m. skate on Wednesday is really good.
Okay, you got to remind me because I'll swing it over the mic, the road.
You got to
mic
show
and
me how to
shit.
set it up. We'll do a practice run here, and I'll try and do it there.
Okay, cool.
It's just a little pickup, but the
It's-
guys are pretty good, so it'd be fun,
It's easy
fun
as
content
shit. It's
to
like
watch.
plug in and go. That's
Yeah.
it.
And then last thing we got, you cool if we move on to the NHL 22 cover athlete.
Let's do it.
It's disappointing to see
It
the
is.
same athlete appear twice in 3 years. That's kind of sad, honestly. Like
Yeah.
we
There's
have
so many players.
we have the wagon that is Tampa Bay going back to back on cups, and they don't get it. So wait, who do we have? We had Matthews in 20. There was someone in 21, and then Matthews in 22.
Yeah. What was 21? Oh, I bought 21 on online. That's why I don't know what it was.
I'll look it up right now. But
But like
we shouldn't both look it up, bud.
yeah, you look it up. I Austin Matthews, nothing against him, man. He's like one of the best players in the league, but like you have so many
Superstars.
superstars in the league, man. Like I don't think Alex Ovechkin. No, he's
Ovechkin
NHL
was 21.
07.
He was 21 also. I just
Oh.
looked it up. He was 2021.
Oh, he's
too.
on.
Yeah.
He was on 07 too.
Yeah, so he's been on twice.
So he's been on
There's
twice.
very few.
Oh no, sorry, not Ovechkin. Sidney Crosby. He's never been on one.
Yeah, can you stop tapping the pen?
Sorry.
Listeners aren't gonna like that. Yeah, Austin Matthews with his greasy stash, dude. I don't know. He's a great player, and he's probably the fan favorite in the entire league. But to put him on the cover twice in 3 years,
Within a
that's just
3-year span.
like have some creativity. You
Right.
could have done better.
But it's also fucking NHL. Like, I was just telling
Yeah,
you,
but
like,
you-
what do they change up? It's the same
Yeah.
game every year.
EA is just money grubbing. I was gonna say whores, but
Whores.
that's not really acceptable. I just said it anyways. That's all it is. Like they want their $60 every year for the same game, make small updates, blah blah blah.
$20 game for $60.
And
by
the
way.
glitches, say the same company with Madden, the glitches that are coming out for Madden are hilarious. Like the
Right.
game is unplayable.
Right.
And it's like you took all this time to develop it. You had last year's game, and you still give me this for $60.
Right. Fuck off. Like,
They need to update and become like, it sounds wicked lame, but like the Battle Pass where you pay $15-$20 and here's this season's update.
here's the update. Yeah. That's exactly what they should do. The money there, like, no one wants to buy these games at all. Like,
$60 is steep, but it like people don't bat an eye at $10 a month now.
no.
So if you could get something like that going too, I mean, I wouldn't want to pay $10 a month for it,
Right.
but people would.
But
you
people
know?
would, yeah. If people see $10 a month, they're like, oh, it's not that bad, and just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. EA gotta get their shit together, especially with sports games. It's the same shit over and over again. Like
They're
that.
just-
I like
I said, dude, the thing that pisses me off more than anything is that all the other sports games are now available on PC, not NHL. You can get Madden, you can get 2K. I'm like, this fucking sucks.
This
dude.
sucks.
This is the only reason I buy a console so I can play NHL.
That's why I have it on my PS4. I don't have a PS5 because I become a PC guy, but
Yep, I'm the same boat.
I have it downloaded, so I play that ever so often. But even when I play it, man, like you play like a game, like I get through like a game,
And that's
I'm
enough. Like
All right,
I'm good.
yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm done. And then if I still want to fuck around, you do that like 3-on-3 shit.
The
and
threes is
then
cool.
like the threes is cool. I'll do like maybe 1 or 2 of those, and then I'm like,
All right, something
all
else.
right, time to go to my PC.
Joe actually played a ton of it with me. I think it was like NHL 14. They had like EASHL, like the first couple seasons of that. That was a blast because you had your own character. You like play, develop, level up your stats, and you could just drop into games, and it was 6-on-6. Those were like the best days of it, I think. And now it's kind of gone to the wayside a little bit, but
Right. I don't know. It's fucking, it's sports games.
bogus. It's honestly bogus. That's what I would call it.
I like that, bogus. You know what? I was actually, I was trying to figure out good soundtracks. One of my favorite soundtracks from those.
That was a
NHL
nice
games.
knuckle crack, by the way, in the mic.
You heard that?
Yeah, that sounded nice.
Really?
Yeah.
I was
The
trying to
listeners are
keep
gonna
it-
like that.
I was trying to keep it low, so like
That
no
was
one heard
nice.
that.
You put it low, but you put it like here.
Oh, bitch.
No,
Well,
I liked it. It was
Enjoy
cool.
it. So I was, dude, NHL 07. I used to play in my PSP back in the day. Oh my god, I put hours into that
Yeah.
game. It's one of those games that you just put hours into. Like it was the PSP fucking handheld NHL 07 was more entertaining than NHL 21, which I find
I
insane.
Never played on a PSP like at all.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But the soundtrack for that game was so good. Like I found the soundtrack on YouTube and I've been re-listening to it. I'm like, oh my god, every song was just
Tony
so sick.
Hawk's always had good soundtracks.
Right.
I don't know if you played ATV Off-Road Fury. I fucking love that soundtrack. Aggressive Inline.
Burnout 3 had great ones.
Yeah. Need for Speed always
Need for
has good
Speed
ones.
had great
Madden.
ones.
There were a couple Madden ones that were awesome too.
Mhm. Games somehow find a way to like.
Now you hear a song and you remember like the nostalgia of playing that game. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I think we talked about this like midway through this. Remember I was talking about NHL 21 and we were talking about Oliver Tree and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like, oh, I know this song.
Yeah. I think NHL 21 has some good soundtracks.
Oliver Tree's the shit, dude. He's hilarious.
You actually, I didn't know who sang that song. I was telling Chris about this. The
song,
song,
Let
one
Me
of the
Down.
songs that I love, "Let Me Down." He goes, "Oh, dude, you don't know who Oliver Tree is?" And so, like, after one of the podcasts we did, I can't remember which episode. We just kind of chilled here for like a few hours, and we were listening to Oliver Tree songs. I'm like, now I'm hooked. Like, I've got it, like almost
And
the album.
each song on the album is like a different genre. Like he'll have something that's like 90s like pump up hip hop like Beastie Boys, but then he'll have like some heavy shit and some like sad
Yeah.
shit. It's cool. It's like
Cool.
each
I
one's
like
got
it.
its own vibe. It's cool.
And like, he doesn't want to do it. He's just like, this is all to become a
Mhm.
producer.
Yep.
which I
Yep.
thought
And he
was
did make
hilarious.
awesome like they're absurd and they're not like I don't know. They're not great, but they're produced very well.
Right.
Music videos. I just realized, dude, you grabbed my anniversary glass here. Did you see that?
1 pint. Oh. Happy first anniversary, Chris Ronan. Love beer, love life. I love it.
How
The
about that?
Harpoon IPA. Dude, fuck IPAs. Fuck IPAs. You know what? I hope. You know what? I'm going to say it. Kyle, a.k.a. Kenny A. from Taunton.
Call them out.
Calling him out here. I think this is our Tuukka Rask from back in the day. This is one of our first fan emails from back in the day. Kenny A. from Taunton, Mass. calling out Tuukka Rask saying he wasn't good. That we found out is our friend Kyle just giving me shit. But he's the one passed. So on Wednesday nights, our friend Tommy has a bunch of us over, so we kind of hang out and shit. You know, talk about, the week and everything. And past last week and this week, Kyle's just like trying to make me this IPA guy, which I'm not. And you're fucking trying to make me this beer guy that I'm not. And I'm like, this is brutal. IPAs are worse than beers. I'd rather chug beers with you than drink one IPA.
Yeah, that's fair. Billy, my brother, when he first turned 21, I was giving him like Miller Lights and like all this other shit. He's like, "Oh, is this an IPA?" I'm like, "Dude, it's a light beer." Just doesn't like the taste of beer. That's producer Billy, by the way.
Producer Billy. Love how we gave him that name. I don't think he even asked for that name. We just gave him
Yeah,
Producer
that's
Billy.
what he is. All right, bud.
All right,
Ready?
man. Let's call it out.
One more, Mr. Stacks.
Is that the last one?
Yep. What about you? Oh no, I have more in the freezer. I meant
okay.
one more for tonight.
All right, so get ready to see me fucking almost puke because between the mix of I got Guinness, tonight. So between the mix of that and a fucking nip of Hennessy, get ready for something brutal.
Let me see that.
This is a bad move. So, actually, story behind why I picked this is because we're going in the fridge, and I was picking through like a bunch of stuff that I have, and it slipped through my hand, fell. One of my 5'11", 6 feet. It fell that hit the cement pavement and did not like smash at all. And I'm like, this deserves to be shot
Yeah.
tonight.
The glass is so thick, you know.
Mm-hmm.
My Mr. Stacks wouldn't shatter either. It's plastic.
Plastic. That's how you know it's good. Oh God, I don't even want to smell it. Usually, oh, fuck
I
me,
hate cognac. Cheers, buddy.
dude. Fuck cognac. All right, I did this to myself. Bye.
I like that you just said goodbye to your nip. Oh, COVID. Where's your mask? Coughing on the mic.
My mic. That is fucking awful.
You got
That-
another VSOP in there too, don't you?
Oh,
I think you got, like,
no,
couple-
no, that's
couple
not
other,
cognac though. That's brandy. Brandy's better.
Oh, okay.
Dude, fuck cognac, man. Why did I get this shit? Oh, I have no one to blame but myself.
Is
Zero.
I think cognac is a type of brandy. Let me see.
Is it?
I think so. Because that's what VSOP is. It's for. Yeah, this is VS. No, cognac's probably. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet cognac is a brandy that's bottled in Cognac, France. I bet that's what it is. Who the fuck cares? Who knows?
Who fucking cares, dude? Hennessy, fucking disgust. Dude, fuck me.
Drink your Guinness, bud. Make you feel better.
Fucking A, that is disgusting.
This is the best one yet, dude. You're all fucked up.
Dude, that is the worst.
Do you need me to sign us off?
What? Hey, what was the worst? What did I have? I picked a bunch of shit.
We've
that was
had
bad.
a lot of shit, dude. We've had, I don't remember, we looked it up and figured out what episode we started, but we've had probably 30 nips.
Well, we started with you coming downstairs almost
Yeah,
past
we talked
Christmas time.
about it before.
Oh, we did?
We already did this, yeah.
My bad.
But we called it out one episode and said what episode we started it, so.
Oh, my
Pretty
fucking
funny.
God, is that disgusting? Call us out, man. I can't. It's just,
All right,
this
boys.
is fucking bad.
Boys and girls, ladies, gentlemen, thanks
Lads.
everyone for listening. If there's anything you want to see us cover next episode, let us know. Our links are in the description, and we'll see you all next week. Don't say peace.
Okay.
Peace.
Bye. Do it again?
That's good.
Okay. Bye.